Welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I'm going to be repairing my Samsung Galaxy Tablet 10.1-inch 2014 edition, if I remember correctly, if that's what the model is. The reason being is because I don't know how well this will show up on the webcam. Whenever I switch over, I'll definitely show it again, but the battery swelled up. What happened was when I got my Galaxy Tab S4, which is like a later edition, I just put this at my workplace and used it as a photo frame. Well, yeah, with it constantly being plugged in, it kind of swelled the battery up. So unfortunately, because what happened was I tried to hit the home button because I wanted to see if there was any updates to any of the software or anything. And I noticed that I couldn't hit the thing. I was like, did somebody break my tablet at first? And then I was like, ooh. Yeah, the battery swelled up. And we've been dealing with these with the Microsoft Surfaces. And probably a lot of people got them, but because my company orders so many, we actually seen where the battery started swelling up. Microsoft's been replacing them without charge of any kind because of that. Which is fine because it'll, if not, they'll have a class action lawsuit. Well, you sold us defective stuff, and yeah, which makes sense. Okay, here's what it is. It's the replacing your Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1-inch 2014 edition battery. Nice little video. I already saw it, looked at it online while I was waiting for it to come in, so really don't need that. It's really not that hard. Comes with the tool. Comes with any questions that you might have, helpful tips, blah, blah, blah. And then here is the battery itself. And let me switch to the overhead. Zoom this back out. There. Okay, so here's the new battery. Here's the tool that comes with it. Or should I say tools. And like I said, the video, if you want to follow along, it's really not that bad. Like I said, hopefully, with considering the way my memory is. Okay. Why did you turn on? Must have hit the battery when I was prying it. Yay. Can I get it turned off? Okay, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Power off. Damn it. Yay, the tool broke. You would think that I could get this off by using the starting point of the frickin' battery, right? You would think. Now, we all know what I'm about to do is probably pretty dangerous because we have live power inside. Considering their tool sucks. Weird, the one end broke, but the other end is working. That makes no sense, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? I mean, normally we don't fix these things at work when they go bad. Like the Microsoft tablets, we just order new products. But when you're a lonely, home user type, guess what? You can't afford to. I mean, if they're willing to cover it under a manufacturer's defect, that's fine. But most of the time, home users' batteries swell up and it's not under any kind of a frickin', manufacturer thing to where it won't cost you anything to get it fixed. You tend not to get it fixed. Sorry if this thing's like sliding off screen and everything. I promise the next time I have one, I'll have a vinyl mat here, so hopefully it won't slide as much. Come on, Pop, you bastard. Not the tool. Their video made this look so easy. You would think, like I said, I got it pretty well popped up here at the top. So like the corners are what's holding it in. I think this battery's from power99.com or something, but I got it through Amazon. The shipping was actually going to be more through Power99 than it was through Amazon, so I went with Amazon to get it. And unfortunately, no, it's not Prime. Because we have Prime, and yeah. I've almost got it. Maybe. We'll see. I've got the sides popped. And my only question about this is that because of how bad my battery is swelled up, will it go back? All right. Yeah, my recommendation to them, make the tool a little stronger. Corner's still stuck. Now, will it come out? There's something rolling around in there. Not a good sound. I still can't believe how much the picture frames are still charging for them. Those digital picture frames, they're like still like, and I mean, I saw one at Walmart recently because I was like, okay, well, you know, how much are one of those? They're like 70, you know, like $60 for a 7-inch. 7-inch, $60? Really? I can get a tablet for like $69. It's bigger than that. And that's this cheap piece of junk that that Best Buy sells. Anytime today, do you want to separate? There we go. Now we're starting to cook with gas. Almost got it out. Almost. Oh, that noise, probably that busted plastic piece from this tool is probably what it is. I've been recording for 12 minutes. I mean, their video makes it look so simple because they have it online. It's probably because they had like a whole bunch of these. They could, like, if they screw up, you know, they can always get another one to do it. Where, you know, this is yours, you're going to be a little more ginger with it because you don't want to break it. Because again, it's yours. You little bastard. If you have sensitive ears and stuff, shouldn't be listening to me. I do swear, I'm not hiding that fact, nor will I ever. There. See? Little green piece from the tool. It's being used by a tool. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, man. Come on, just pop out. That's all you gotta do. Because again, I don't want to break it, because if I break it, it's totally useless to me. It's like the circuit board's still caught on the rim, and that's where the problem is. It's just trying to get it, this tool underneath, to pop it out. I'm using metal tools on this. Should just pop out. I got frickin' top out. Because then it'll make your life too easy. That's why. Bet any money a guitar pick could probably work better than this. There. That corner's popped. Oh, my luck, I'm breaking the things that hold it in, too. Oh, my luck. It's coming. Boy, is it coming. Just gotta get this last corner disconnected. And this thing will come out. This tool's almost straight because of this. And now I broke the other side. Why I'm saying make your tool a little stronger. You would think at this point this thing would just come right out, right? There we go. Took a fingernail to do it. Okay. So, here is the thing, and the battery is swelled up here. Hopefully I can get it. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera after about 20 minutes of prying. But as you can see, it looks like the battery's swelled up. So basically, set this out of the way. Quick drink. Okay. So we have to remove the tape that covers all this. Hopefully I can do it. Maybe I can do it. Just hoping and praying I didn't screw up this thing. And I'm only using the screwdriver to lift the tape up, and I think I just... Oh, no, it popped off. Yay! Something went right for a change. That there. And we have to take the artifice will do anything. Gotta take these ribbon cables. Hey, it worked. Holy shit. There. Okay. Ribbon cables are now disconnected. And looks like we gotta pull this off of this battery. Now I'm gonna say, yeah, this is a Phillips head screwdriver, really small, to remove all the screws around it to get this battery out. These screws are very small. Be careful, do not lose them. This thing's magnetic, but I actually had to pull that one out. And the good thing about me recording this is if I screw it up, I can see what I did wrong. Now, if you're anything like me and you put screws in a specific order wherever you have them stored, you know that as you reverse the steps putting it back together, you need to pick up those screws that are together here, and and that's the way I usually do it, so that way I don't lose them or mistake one screw for another. Up. That one. Say this should come out in some manner. Hopefully. There we go. It should just pull out, hopefully. Have to come up. I think it comes up. Shit, that's good, dumbass. Hit the screws and they started moving. There we go. Got the one end off. There we go. Hey, old puffy battery is gone now. But yeah, I mean, you can see kind of like right there, it's puffy. Here's the new one. And as you can see, it's flat, which is the way it should be. Now, hopefully the specs of everything are on here, because I'm going to compare the new one to the old one. Yeah, it looks like it's about the same. This one here I can barely read, but it's saying 3.8 volts, 3124 watt hours. So I want to say this battery should be the same. Because it's saying here 3.8 volts DC, which is the same as what this said. 8220 milliamp hours, 31.2 watt hours. I'm gonna say that's what the WH stands for. You know, so it should be basically the same. It's probably something that Samsung probably changed. Now is the time for reassembly. Back in there. Actually, need to plug this in first. Snapped in really nice. Now I know I'll have to charge it, but there should be enough of a charge on here to at least see if it powers on. Come on, you little bastard. Oh, if that's why. There we go. It's not going down in some stupid reason. There we go. Just got to give it a little push sometimes. All right, everything's down in. Let's go ahead and first secure it, then we'll put these two cables back in. The popper back in its holder, put the memory card back in. And we should be good to go. Should. I don't know about most people that work in IT or fix things like this. You know, I always on the air of 50-50. 50% it'll work, 50% it could blow up in your face. with everything I did to get this thing out, this thing may not work again. And then I wasted $50 on it. And I've had some of my users go, you know, you don't always seem confident on stuff. It's not that I'm not confident on stuff. It's just, especially if it's the first time I've done said thing, I'm always a little leery if it's going to work. Good example might help anybody out there that's dealt with these. If you know somebody that has a Microsoft Surface, and sometimes they get hung up in a weird state. If you've never done it before, if you put the portable charger connected to the side of the Surface, and if you plug in, say, your phone, because it has that USB port that you can charge up your phone, you plug it in, it'll actually bring the Surface out of that weird state. Don't know why it does. I don't ask those questions because because either I don't get the right answer, or they're like, it's either a really convoluted, stupid answer, or they don't tell you at all. That's why I never talk to them about it. For that reason, because it'd just make my noodle if I would really, really try to figure it out. Let's secure the tape down. Let's fix. It's all the way in there. All right. Do this. So if you have a dead surface like that, where it's in this weird state, try it. Worst case scenario is doesn't bring it out. That's back in. Okay. Now everything's in. Now the fun part. Trying to get this back in. There's the charging port. Charging port is there. Flip it over. So far, it's snapping back in. Like I said, whether or not it works after this, I have no idea. Well, just turned itself on. That means I did something right. Considering this is the first time I've ever torn a tablet apart. So there you go. Now you've seen how to change it. Again, depends on your skill level. Depends on how you want to do it. I can't... Again, anytime you do anything like this, you take a chance on it blowing up in your face in some way, as opposed to it working. Now, like I said, a good example, my one brother wanted me to do a modification on his one Xbox controller, so I guess that it would work with the Xbox One. It was an Xbox 360 controller, but he wanted it. But anyways, whatever the modification was, I tried it, I screwed it up. It didn't work. And that can happen. And believe me, I've modded my own stuff before, and I could really screw it up. I modded a PlayStation, the very first PlayStation. I think I still have it. I got one of those chips to where you could play copies of games, because I made some copies of some of the PlayStation games, which I think I still have them too. And it worked. I didn't fuck it up that bad. But, you know, you take that chance with this kind of stuff, and I'm probably going to use this to monitor my servers and other things like that as I start expanding things. I'll probably have to get a picture frame, which I really don't want to pay $60 or more for one, for work, because, you know, this way here I can charge this up, unplug it, and that way it's not overcharging and swelling up the battery, like in the case of this thing right here. But you can do it. Again, I side on the air of caution. If you don't feel that your skill level is up to the challenge of that, I recommend you don't do it. If you're like me, anything like me, if you don't care if you break stuff, I mean, I care. Don't take what I just said the wrong way. I do care if I break my own stuff. I care also, too, if I break somebody else's stuff, too. Why that didn't go in there in the first place, but anyway. But yeah, if you don't care if you break your own stuff, I highly... Oh, guess what? I'm not about to try to put the tape back on it. So hopefully it won't short. I don't think it will. I think the stuff on it's the I mean, if it does, it does. There's not much I can do. Yay! I've done that many a times. I have totally screwed stuff up. Something else. But yeah, if you don't feel that you have the skills for it, I definitely recommend that you don't do it. Take it to somebody that has a little bit that you trust, family member, friend, somebody that's done this kind of stuff. If I ever get a new phone, I will probably buy a new battery for my probably buy a new battery for my cell phone. My S8, tear it apart, swap it out, because it needs a new battery. If I ever get a new one. I don't know if I'm going to, because I can't justify $1,600 for an S21 or soon an S22, whenever the hell those come out. Too many people are trying to be like Apple, and I'll be honest with you, the iPhones I don't think are that great. I think I think, and this is just my opinion, I'm sure I'll get haters out there and stuff like that. I don't think the Apple phones are that great, and I really don't. I actually think the Samsungs are a lot better with the Android. Now, do I like Google spying on me and everything else? No. But then again, Apple does the same thing. But I think the Samsung products, to me, are better, just because, like I said, I just think they're better built. I think they function better than Apple. But again, it's just my personal opinion. You know, I just can't justify $1,600 for. I can't justify that kind of money for a phone, like $600-700, because I know that, you know, they R&D and all that stuff, and Android licensing, and, you know, all that stuff. I totally get it, but not that kind of price tag. I mean, it's a nice phone. We get them at work. That's just way too much money. I can't afford it. Yeah, I just can't afford the price tag, because the monthly thing through T-Mobile that you have to pay for the phone is just ridiculously expensive, and it is. But yeah, this is going to be my home monitoring tab. I'd like to get Grafana set up and some other stuff, and don't know why that's not in there. correctly. Maybe that's the way it was. I don't know. But yeah. I now have a functioning tablet again that won't explode in my face. So yeah. As I always say in any of these type of videos, you know, you're responsible for it. Like I said, if you buy it and you have a way of playing their video disc, definitely follow along by it. Yep, it's newpower99.com. I would definitely search for it on Amazon because, like I said, their shipping was going to be ridiculous. I have another part coming in because I have another one. It's probably not going to be till sometime next month because it's coming from China. Not like most of the stuff doesn't come from China anyways. But, because I got to fix another thing. But, yep. This is going to be probably what I'm going to use to monitor my home network. There's a couple of apps for Proxmox. Maybe. I haven't really played around with it because, I mean, on a tablet, that'd be fine. I have the apps on my phone. But, okay. So, I got my tablet fixed. And as I always say, take care, guys, and have a good day.